Hey everybody, I really tried to do this video on my camera, on my actual camera, but for some reason it keeps stopping recording while I was doing it. I'd got my cup already halfway poured up, so I'm going to start this again, and then I'm going to finish up the cup. I'm doing a colander pour today, as you can see, on a 12 by 12 canvas. I'm doing the same colors that I used in my previous video. I'm starting off with the Liquitex Basics Unbleached Titanium. I'm doing Amsterdam's Phthalo Blue, Prussian Blue Phthalo, I'm sorry. Arteza's Pearl Sapphire Blue. I took out the neon purple because I was out of it, basically. And instead, I'm using Fluorescent Pink by Liquitex. I am also using the Pearl Tangerine Orange again from Arteza. I'm using Quinacridone Magenta from Liquitex Basics. And I am using Liquitex Basics Cadmium Yellow Medium Hue. All of my paints are Floetrol and the paint only, because whenever you're doing a colander pour, you'd only want to use Floetrol and the paint. You don't want to add water, because if you do, then it won't hold the shape of your, whenever it's coming out. And it'll just turn into a big mess. I've already sprayed the back of my canvas. You spray it until you hear that drum sound. And where I stopped in my paint pouring was the fluorescent pink. And I had started it with the unbleached titanium. I followed it with the yellow, and then with the pearl tangerine orange, and then the quinacridone magenta. And then when the video on the camera stopped, it was on the fluorescent pink. So now I'm going on with my last two colors that I'm doing, which is the Pearl Sapphire Blue and I'm going to add just a little bit in the fluorescent pink. And I know these two will probably mesh together and maybe create a purplish looking color, and that's fine. And then I'm ending it with Amsterdam's Pretty Blue. Move these all over here. I just really love the colors, and I wanted to go ahead and I wanted to do a colander pour with it, because I thought, you know, since the other painting turned out so beautiful, I was like, you know what, this will look cool in a colander pour. And so that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, let's get started. That's the way the cup looks. Okay, we're gonna let this sit for a second or so. I really want to show you what it looks like on the inside of the colander because it is so cool. Look at that. It's so pretty. I just love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, we're going to want to lift it up very slow. I'm going to show you what the colander looks like real quick. Then I'm going to move it out of the way. Pop these bubbles real quick. And bring you in and let you see it again. And whenever I pulled it up, it caused some little squiggly lines. I'm putting some of the Prussian blue around it because I don't want to lose all my shape. I want it to kind of hold. And I'm hoping that that'll help me out some. I probably should have painted the sides before I got started. Bring it back to center. Sit down for a second. When you're doing colander pours, you want to take your time. You don't want to rush through the process, because you want to keep your shape in the middle as much as you can. Bring it back to center and sit it down. I have two TVs going on at the moment, if you can hear them in the background. So, but it'll be alright. It'll be alright. I wonder if I got any left in this cup. I'm trying to get this side covered. Wipe off my hands, and then I'll take you guys down for a quick look. And thank you to everybody who watches my videos and gives me support. I really do appreciate it. I didn't like that. That came out of the cup. I think I'm going to torch it one more time. Molly from Molly's Artistry, she is famous for doing these, and hers are always so beautiful. So a big shout out to Molly. And let's take you guys down for a close-up. Look how that came out. That is so cool. I think it was a good idea to put the neon pink in there. And then that Prussian blue phthalo. It just looks like an eye. Look at that. That is so cool. And those little strings from whenever I pulled it up, and it left those little entrails behind. I just love all of it. It is so pretty. If you guys like my videos, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and share. Until next time, y'all have a good day. Bye-bye.